Hey, Texas Values friends, Jonathan Sines, president of Texas Values, just walked out of the House chamber and the House gallery. Some very important pieces of legislation that are being voted on today. You know, we're just a few days left in the legislative session, and so time is running out, and we still need to get some important bills passed. And today was about the life issue and also about religious freedom. So first, the not so good news, and then we'll give you the really good news. The Ten Commandments bill they brought it up for a vote, but they got some work they still need to do. I'll get into more details. Well, maybe I will, maybe I won't. Just know this. There was a vote taken. They were prepared to take a vote on the Ten Commandments bill. The votes are there. Someone who's in the opposition used a technicality. They're going to go back. They're going to deal with it and bring it back probably on Saturday for a vote. So, don't despair. We still have an opportunity, and we've got the votes on our side and the Lord on our side. We're just going to have to wait a few more days. But check in with us on that, because we don't want to run out of time. And you can tell the people in your district to vote for Senate Bill 10, get it on major state calendar, all that good stuff, so we can get it going. Now the good news, Senate Bill 33 has passed, and it's already passed the Senate. Now that it's passed the House, it's very close to the governor's desk. This is an important pro-life bill. It goes back over 10 years on issues where local governments continue to try to find ways to use dollars or the resources or whatever to help the pro-abortion side. And this was about them using dollars to pay for airfare and flights out of the state to send women to other states to get abortions. I'll let Mary Elizabeth talk a little bit more about that, but that bill is passed, and so we're very close to the governor's desk on that issue. And we've got some other religious freedom bills for the classroom that are going to get voted on later today, Senate Bill 11. But Mary Elizabeth, give us a little bit of detail about Senate Bill 33 and why it was such a big victory today.
Yes, Senate Bill 33 is a huge victory. This is something we've tried for the past few sessions. You may remember back in 2019 in the 86th legislature that we did pass a law to ban government entities from contracting with abortion providers, and that law did a lot of great things. It kicked Planned Parenthood out of Austin ISD. It also made sure that any future government contracts that Austin City Council and other city councils in the state had with abortion providers would be against the law. But it wasn't too long afterwards, I think even in 2020, that Austin City Council started to find ways to work around that. So it wasn't money going directly to abortion, but money for an Uber ride or money for a gift basket. And then, of course, after the Dobbs v. Jackson decision that overturned Roe versus Wade in 2022, that's when they wanted to use the money and create a fund, Austin City Council, to send women out of state to obtain abortions. And we know this created a lot of danger, a lot of harm, not only for the preborn, but for women as well who would go out of state to take these pills and come back and suffer injury. Currently, Austin City Council has $400,000 for this fund to send women out of state to obtain an abortion. And San Antonio City Council followed suit and had their own fund to send women out of state to obtain abortion. And that's why we call it trafficking women out of state, because they're sending them away to not only take a life of their preborn child, but also harm their own lives and their own health by doing this. So having SB 33 clarifies that. It says any money being used to anything to facilitate abortion or assist in abortion. So all of those workarounds that they try to use to wordsmith their budgets to work around it, no more. SB 33 takes care of all of that, and we can make sure that babies in Texas are saved, and that women are safe as well, that they're not being trafficked out of state to get these abortions. So very happy for Senator Campbell and Representative Candy Noble for achieving this great victory today.
Yeah, no, listen, over a decade of work going into this, and we hope that this is going to hold. We know Governor Abbott, when it makes it to his desk, he'll be signing it. One of the most pro-life, if not the most pro-life governor that Texas has ever had. There's also another pro-life bill we're trying to get onto the House calendar, by the way, while we're talking about pro-life bills. That is Senate Bill 2880. It's about the issue of chemical abortion pills. Abortion's illegal in the state of Texas now. We protect babies all the way through, from the beginning through within the womb. But we have pills that are coming to our state from other states and sometimes from other countries. Very difficult to regulate them and to figure out what's going on and to catch them. And so we've got 2880 as a very specific law on that. It's already passed the Senate. It's already actually passed the House committee, the House version. The House State Affairs just needs to vote it out of that committee. They don't need to have a hearing, but they're running out of time. As a matter of fact, today and tomorrow might be the last days. But I'm going to let John Jonathan Covey talk a little bit about Senate Bill 11, and then preview. Well, I guess you could talk about some of the work you did to testify in favor of the Texas Ten Commandments bill. I can't speak today.
Yeah, thanks, Jonathan. No, this is actually a very simple bill. So if you guys remember, back in 2022, there was a decision called the Kennedy v. Bremerton decision. This was Coach Kennedy. He was wanting to pray on the football field, and his school district that he was working for, they fired him for doing that, and he took it all the way to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court said, no, you absolutely can have a private religious observance, a private prayer, and each person is entitled to that. So this is what this bill does. This is what SB 11 does. It just puts in Texas statute that case precedent. It says that we absolutely can have a private prayer, we can have prayers in public schools, and it protects religious freedom for all students and for all school district employees. This is going to be a great bill to get passed. We actually have two versions of this bill, Jonathan, SB 965 and SB 11. So those are coming up real soon today on the House calendar. And about SB 10 and the Ten Commandments bill, we did lead as an organization on this legislation. So we testified in the Senate on this, and when it came over again in the House, the House hearing actually went all the way through the night, went all the way till 6 or 7 o'clock the next morning, and we stayed overnight in the Reagan building waiting to testify, and finally testifying for the Texas Ten Commandments bill along with some other great partner organizations. So we've truly led on this issue, and like Jonathan said, this bill is coming back up very soon.
Well, and I didn't mention this at the beginning. Big breaking news today. Texas Values University, our online education program and platform that we've been working on for over 2 years, launched today, now open. Okay, if you got the email, you can register. You can work on graduating to an advanced level of citizenship. That's our tagline, by the way, if you didn't see that in the email. And it's $25 to register for this online group of courses. This is only phase one. This is just the beginning. We're going to do some incredible work and some great work, and that means in the comfort of your own home. You can learn about these issues. You can learn about how to come to the Capitol and how everything works, your city council, your school, your ISD. I think I'm going to be in a city, I can't say which one, next week to deal with some local work. Maybe you can be there to help me after you register and go through Texas Values University. It's a set of 6 courses right now, but we're going to add more to it. Incredible people that are part of it, though. Kelly Shackelford, who's a board member of Texas Values, but also leads First Liberty Institute. Riley Gaines, Save Women sports leader. Rick Green, Christian Worldview, Patriot Academy, all the great stuff that he does. Who am I forgetting? Abby Johnson is a part of our teaching on the pro-life issue. Absolutely incredible. But there's still some bills being voted on the House floor, so we're going to get back to work. But listen, if you see value in our work, please make a donation. This is when we need it the most, okay? And that is no exaggeration. Go to our website right now, txvalues.org. Make that tax-deductible donation now, and that's how together we can protect faith, family, and freedom in Texas. That does it for our live update here at the Texas Capitol.